Step towing.
Tyler, you're getting an early taste of NBA 2K23. What do you think of the game thus far?
I'm just happy to be able to play the game. It's a dope experience, so happy to be here.
The first time we talked to you was in 2019. You were just drafted. You were in the game for the first time. How has your
A look at the Lakers as they got off the team bus after arriving at the arena. A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Well, the weekend has officially been... Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much.
Just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Anthony out there with Davis. Then it's LeBron James. And there's Money. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. And for Orlando, we've got Isaac. Suggs out there with Anthony. Then there's Wagner. And it's Wagner in at the 5. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Now Westbrook passes it to Money. Here's Anthony. Shoots over Isaac, and he drops it in from the low post. Anthony's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Lakers. Now, here's Suggs. He's tightly guarded. And that one's good. Wagner.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Westbrook passes it to Money. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, with Westbrook on the ball, you can't have a hole in your defense. He's too smart to miss it.
Chris, fitting, right, that Russell Westbrook began a charity called the Why Not Foundation. Because that sort of sums up his attitude on the court. Put a challenge in front of him, and he'll say, why not?
Yeah, he's always been fearless, and there's nothing he can't do on the court, period. And Russell's charity, you mentioned, the Why Not Foundation, does a lot of great work with young people in our athletes. Height. So Davis has every advantage on this play. The defense can effectively counter him.
Anthony looking it over. Down low. Suggs. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
To the middle. Here's Money. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Money's got his second bucket of the night.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded close. Off with the layup. Money passes to Westbrook. And stolen by Wagner. Out left to the wing. Here's Wagner. Westbrook pulls it in for Los Angeles. They've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Davis, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And this is the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Yes, that goes in.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's Westbrook. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Davis dishes to Carmelo. And it's Anthony with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Substitution on the court.
The Magic trailed by 20. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Davis. And it's money in at the two-guard spot. Now, here's Suggs. 8 points for him. Here's Anthony. The Lakers with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Pacers really lit up the floor. He grabbed 24 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. His coach called it a breakout game for him, kind of showing they knew he was capable of. And Kevin, obviously, he wants to continue to prove himself here tonight.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
It's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Now here's LeBron. Cole Anthony unable to get his last shot to go in. 5 to shoot. Here's Money. And that one goes long. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against Indiana. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes.
Good ball movement here by the Magic.
2 minutes.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's number 2 on him already. The third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pound.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And they've also gotten a big boost in the early going tonight with their productivity at the free throw line. Really a sign of aggression. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Anthony. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got his first points in this one.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Pass to Wagner. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of the game. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Suggs. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Okeke comes in for Wagner. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Suggs.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Anthony, the pass to Fultz. Gets in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
Adept at figuring out ways to score from mid-range. Fultz, showing he has the touch.
And the pass to Money. The Lakers rebound. Goes back up. And no good that time.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ball's not loose. It's 2-on-1. Floats it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Love the timing Davis has. He has a sense for when to rise up and slam down the alley.
The tray. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's been getting it done is Malik Monk.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Mo Wagner. Isaac out there with Wagner. Then it's Anthony. And it's Suggs in at the 2-guard. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Just 5 on the clock. Wagner kicks to Suggs. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Money passes to Anthony. That shot, no good. And Orlando the other way now. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Wagner. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And that one, good. And that's now 9 points for Money.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings.
Magic have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
That free throw good from Ross.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Here's Money. 9 points in the game so far. Count the basket. Anthony's got 10.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking every...
How about that? And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Play for each other.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Lakers leading by 9. Taking a look at the Lakers. You've got Malik Monk. LeBron James is out there with Davis. And there's Money. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Here's Okeke with the drive. Westbrook with the block.
Always in a relentless pursuit of the ball. Westbrook is capable of making stand-out defensive plays.
Magic shooting 39% from the floor at their best. inside. Here's Isaac. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's Westbrook. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots. But it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Anthony's checked in for Orlando. Money passes to Westbrook. Driving to the basket. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. The Magic trailed by 11. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Hits the front of the rim and out. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Suggs. Here's Okeke. Monk defending. Passes it to Okeke. Isaac left side. Here's Suggs. A rebound by the Lakers. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Left side Davis. Outside Westbrook. On the wing Davis. He's covered by Isaac. The shot's good for money.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help. Just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Anthony's checked in for the Lakers. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's Stephen Silas' message for his team during the last break. He said to them, guys, coming up, this is where the game could be won or lost. We need to make plays on both ends. Stay focused, stay locked in, trust one another. We'll see if they can keep that trust going, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Wagner with it. Now Anthony defending. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
The NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow.
Wagner kicks to Anthony.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Orlando needs to get off a shot. And it's Wagner missing. Los Angeles leading by 15. Here's Money. And again, the Lakers no good.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Wagner passes to Anthony. Back to Wagner. Rebounded by Money. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win. No surprise here, just a big-time performance.
For Money.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Orlando moving the ball around. And that one drops for him.
Doesn't have to break stride at all, thanks to the Money lead pass.
James, the pass to Money. Offensive rebound, Anthony. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Get the perimeter, get the perimeter.
Outside Anthony. He kicks it to Suggs. Over Davis. And it's off the back rim. No good. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Here's Anthony. The teardrop falls in.
From that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
And here is James. From deep three-point range, misses there. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did,